There was once a man named Sam, who had just lost his father. A few days after the funeral, he went over to a neighbor's house to return some items they had lent during the preparations. While he was chatting with the neighbor, something unusual happened. A small calf, barely a week old, suddenly ran towards Sam. It started licking his hand and showing an unexpected kind of affection. The neighbor was surprised too, and mentioned that the calf was very young and usually stayed close to its mother. But somehow, this calf was behaving differently, as if it knew Sam. Sam petted the calf gently for a moment and began to walk away. But to his surprise, the calf started crying and tried to follow him down the road. He turned back, unsure what to make of it, but eventually returned home. Over the next few days, whenever Sam passed that neighbor's house, the same thing happened. The calf would recognize him, run towards him, and call out. Again and again, it showed a strange kind of attachment, not like any ordinary animal. As time went by, Sam's curiosity grew, and so did his affection. He started bringing little treats, fruits, leaves, and began visiting the calf more often, as if he were visiting a long-lost friend. One day, at the village temple, Sam met the neighbor again, along with a few other villagers. The strange behavior of the calf became the topic of conversation. Everyone agreed it was beyond ordinary, and someone suggested they speak to a wise monk, someone known for deep insight and spiritual wisdom. So they all went together to meet the monk. And after hearing the story, the monk quietly closed his eyes and began to meditate. A few minutes passed in silence. Then, the monk opened his eyes and calmly revealed a truth that left everyone speechless. He said, "This calf is not just a calf. In its previous life, it was Sam's father. Before Sam's father passed away, he had taken a loan from the neighbor but hadn't told anyone. The neighbor, being kind, had decided not to ask for the money without proof, avoiding conflict during a difficult time. But karma does not forget." The monk explained that in order to repay the unpaid debt, Sam's father had been reborn as a calf in the very household of the man he owed. That's why the calf, carrying the soul of Sam's father, was drawn to him with so much love. It was the bond of a past life that even death couldn't break. Sam's father had never intended to cheat the neighbor. He died suddenly, before settling the debt. Yet karma, silent and just, found a way to complete the circle. Everyone listening was moved, some in shock, some in tears. The monk's words were powerful and clear. Even when our intentions aren't bad, if we leave behind unfinished duties, karma will find its way to restore balance. So many of us live our lives without thinking about the consequences of our actions. We tell lies, hurt others, steal, cheat, break promises, thinking no one will ever know. But karma knows. It records everything. Even if we escape in this life, it will come back in another form, another time, perhaps in ways we least expect. That day, Sam went home, his heart heavy but clear. The very next morning, he returned to the neighbor with the exact amount his father had borrowed. He wanted to do what his father had unknowingly been trying to do: settle the debt and free the bond. And then, he made another decision. He asked to buy the calf to take care of the soul that had once been his father. But when he reached the cattle shed, he was met with heartbreaking news. The calf had passed away peacefully during the night. And in that moment, Sam understood the purpose had been fulfilled. The karmic debt had been repaid, and the soul was finally free. That story touched the hearts of the whole village. It made them question how they lived, how they treated others, and what kind of karma they were creating every day. And now, I ask you, how are you living? Are there debts, financial or emotional, that you've left unpaid? Are there wrongs that need to be made right? Karma may be invisible, but it is always working. Without bad intention, karma still acts. But with bad intention, the consequences are certain, and often severe. So let us live mindfully, speak truthfully, and act with kindness. not out of fear, but out of understanding. Because what you do today follows you. And the soul you hurt may one day return, asking for love or justice. If this story moved you, take a moment today to reflect. Right or wrong? Forgive someone. Return something. Speak kindly. Because karma is not just punishment. It's the path to peace. If we walk it with awareness. Like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe for more stories that speak to the heart. Until next time. Live with care and walk gently in the world.